What a show this is going to be. November 8th, Golden Boy Promotions, Vergil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin for the WBC Interim Junior Middleweight title. And now, the co-main event, Floyd Kid Austin Schofield versus Joseph Jojo Diaz at 135 pounds. You guys, this is gonna be an absolutely fantastic fight, dude. Jojo Diaz started his professional career in 2012. He already has a record of 34-8. And is 32 years old right now. It was gonna be taking on the 23-year-old Phenom with a record of 19-0, 13 KOs, who's coming off arguably one of the most shocking, just the craziest victories that nobody expected, and knocked out Tevin Farmer in round 1.
Tevin Farmer, after his last fight, got caught quick with a right hand! Just like that!
That was a good combination, 1-2.
In this fight, it's Floyd Schofield about to take off to superstardom if he can blast out Farmer here in round 1, and he's over. Down again!
It's over. That was a devastating...
Away from being finished. Williams Apena couldn't do the job. Floyd Schofield did!
In a fight where everybody said Tevin Farmer was going to give Floyd Schofield his best work yet. We've seen Floyd Schofield coming off that fight with Renee Tejas and a war that they went to. You said to yourself, all right, Tevin Farmer's probably going to come in here and last some work. And then that happened. And now your next fight is against a former IBF featherweight champion of the world, a guy who's fought the likes of Gary Russell Jr. That was literally his first loss at 126 pounds. And I would say from 2016 to 2019, those were the best years for Jojo Diaz, because him moving up in weight, even though, he moved up to 130 pounds, and fought the likes of Tevin Farmer and beat him to become your IBF super featherweight champion of the world. And then decides to move up weight and has success against Javier Fortuna at 135 pounds, even winning the WBC interim bout against him. But then fights the likes of Devin the Dream Haney at 135 pounds and had an exciting fight. Don't get me wrong. Fought the likes of Oscar Duarte, where he got finished in the 9th round. Call it what you want. He got finished at the end of the day. I know it didn't look like a KO at all, but homeboy was getting smacked on.
Anything to keep Duarte off him, no respect.
And Sergio, to circle back to my point about the weight, yes, when you get a little bit older, you move up in weight. It happens. But hard right-handed, that is it! Oscar Duarte has stopped Jojo Diaz!
And since 2021, he went 2-7. 2 wins, 7 losses. And I like to blame it on moving up divisions, my friends. He ended up going to 140 pounds. And that's when he got finished by Oscar Duarte. He lost to Abraham Montoya, a fighter I thought he was supposed to be. And I still think he beat him. The judges' scorecards were all over the place in that fight, man. It was absolutely ridiculous. You had 2 guys doing the complete opposite scorecards. Right? And then he finally wins a fight against Chapo Valencia, who honestly, if you look at that fight, there was like 50 people in the stands, empty chairs everywhere. It was honestly a fight that Jojo Diaz was supposed to go in and knock this guy out. And dude, Chapo Valencia was hitting him. And in his last fight against Rigue Porgray, a fight that, when you were watching it live, I thought that Jojo Diaz won that fight, but I rewatched it. And I only gave Jojo Diaz 3 rounds. Rounds 1, round 6, and round 9, my friends. You could give him rounds 7 and 8, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, those were only the clear rounds that I seen. And I thought he lost that fight. It was a great, great fight. Don't get me wrong. Exciting as hell.
Volume puncher, but if he's letting...
Good uppercut, left hand, and that wobbled the legs of Vergil. Regis Prograis, who's a 10-1 favorite, is in trouble here in the first round.
Prograis with no respect of Jojo Diaz's power. He's rocking on his feet right now.
And he's clubbing him with the left hand.
But I just don't think the 140-pound division was for somebody like him. Now he's going back down to fight Floyd Schofield at 135 pounds. These are two guys who have beat Tevin Farmer. Two guys that have both fought Tevin Farmer and beat him. Jojo Diaz beat him for the IBF bout. Right? But it went a 12-round decision in a back-and-forth fight. Tevin Farmer was landing shots, bro. He was landing punches on your guy, Jojo Diaz. He don't have the best defense, and that's a fact. Jojo Diaz is a power puncher, but it really hasn't carried to the 140-pound, 135-pound division. And when you look at Floyd Schofield's performance against your boy, Tevin Farmer, I mean, bro, he's absolutely explosive, fast as hell. And I thought Tevin Farmer was going to give him a tough fight based off of Floyd Schofield's resume and some of the fighters he's been fighting and some of the fights he's had. He's kind of a reckless fighter. When he wants to, he is skilled as hell. But he likes to put on shows for the fans. And he's even talked about not liking fighters like Shakur Stevenson. Of course, you guys know the beat that's going on with him. He said Shakur Stevenson's a boring fighter. And I never want to be like that. After Floyd Schofield did what he did to Tevin Farmer, sparring videos are popping up of Abdul Mason. And things are getting heated between them.
Yup, leave it out there.
Worry about that, Dad.
I'm excited as hell to see Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin come back on a co-main event like this and test himself against a fighter who has 13 years professional experience in the game already. 32-year-old versus 23-year-old. Yo, I can't believe this is going to be an absolutely exciting fight, an absolutely exciting card, man.